and welcome into Bon Appetit. If I say biscotti, or if I say tiramisu, or I say tortoni, you're going to say, what are you talking about? Well, being Italian, these are some desserts that come from my ancestry. At the Alabama National Fair, which is in Montgomery, they have a category in the cooking competition called Your Ancestral Roots. Melissa Welch, first place winner, went back to her roots in England.
In England, yes.
All the way back to England. And of course, the fair, October 3rd through the 13th at Garrett Coliseum, the cooking competitions in the Creative Living Center. And again, this is one of my favorites, apples.
Oh, mine too. This was a favorite of my grandmother's. And my grandmother origins back to England. And when I looked at it, I was trying to think of a dessert to do.
So did she pass that recipe on to you?
Well, she did.
And did you tweak it a
little?
little?
Well, I tweaked it.
Okay,
I tweaked it.
Of course.
I do. I always tweak it.
Thank goodness.
But I looked back and I thought, oh, it is English. And I can just see, because normally some of the English desserts aren't quite as sweet as this one is. But I started out with Granny Smith apples, which tend to hold up better when you cook, when you bake with them. And they're also a little more tart, so you can add a little more sugar and kind of balance that out. But I'm sure my grandmother did not have a pre-roll crust that I used, but you can make your own. You can make your own pie crust and do this, but for convenience, we were able to do that if we wanted to. And
actually, they make a pretty good pie crust.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
For already made.
Not quite as good as my grandmama's was in the homemade, but it's pretty good. But you would need 2 packages for this to get 6 apples
you made
out of
6.
it. I made 6.
And they're nice size.
They are. But you get 2 of the wrappers from the crust out of each pack. And then I also did something that my grandmother probably did not do.
Those are good looking apples.
They are. They're good apples. And I like to think they're nutritious too, even with the sugar, because you've got the apples, you've got raisins, you've got pecans.
You're getting the fiber.
Right.
And of course, pecans are very good for nuts.
They're very healthy. But the seasonings in these, I used a little bit of cinnamon, nutmeg, and allspice, which is there's just those really warm, feel-good autumn, or really any time of the year. Once you start baking something with apples, the whole house just smells.
They complement each other.
They do. But a little different thing that I did tweak, I put just a little dash of cayenne pepper in it, just to add a little bit of a kick to it. And it does change the flavor just a little, but it makes it even warmer. So these are very easy to do. You peel and core your apples, and then you make your filling with brown sugar, pecans, chopped pecans, raisins, and all of these spices. And then I stuff the middle of the apple with all of that, and then put about a half a teaspoon of butter on top, and then bring it up and wrap it. And then I use the excess to cut out leaves just to kind of decorate it a little bit. You make a sugar syrup with just butter, water, and sugar. You boil that for about 3 or 4 minutes, and then you put that pour that over, and it goes into the oven on 375 for about an hour, 45 minutes to an hour. If you cook it longer than that, your apples are just going to collapse on you. And I've had that happen, but they still taste good. But the sauce thickens as it cools. And you can really good with a scoop of vanilla ice cream, but you don't have to go that far. But yeah, this was one back to my ancestral roots, and it is a keeper. It's very good.
That's great. And of course, she did this at the Alabama National Fair, which happens at Garrett Coliseum. It's a yearly event, and there is a Creative Living Center where they have cooking competition. If you like to compete, go to the website and you'll see all the categories. There's some good prizes, by the way. They do a great job with the prizes. And Melissa over here is going to cut one of these guys straight open so we can get
They smell so good.
Oh, I know.
And they're good. And you can see all that filling just kind of spill out.
Yes.
And then you can take and go back and you can scoop a little bit of this. If you have ice cream, you just scoop it makes like a sugar caramel sauce on it. But it's really tasty and really easy.
That's right. And if you want the recipe, email me or call, and we'll have the recipe available for you. Email is the best way, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you all the recipes that both Ron and Melissa have done over the past few weeks. So make sure that you do that. Make sure you try to put on your calendar to attend the fair. Bring the grandchildren. They'll really love it. And we'll be right back right after this.